A fashion illustrator turned children's book author. That doesn't mean leaving style behind, just the opposite. Megan Hess is out with a new tale perfect for the holiday season. Clarice, Holiday Heist, is the chicest mouse in Paris, and she goes all the way to New York City. And Megan is joining us to talk about this great pick for the holidays, all the way from Australia. So it's all very international. Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to speak with you, Olivia.
Or good evening, I think, based on the time zone. I am absolutely in love with this character, this story, and the artwork especially. For anyone who loves fashion, I mean, to see Clarice try on these designer outfits and get all wardrobed for an adventure out. Tell me about how your background inspires this book.
Well, I mean, my background is all from fashion. I'm a fashion illustrator, and I've spent much of my career illustrating for luxury fashion all over the world. And I've got two children of my own, and I always wanted to create a children's book. So I wanted to merge something that was very much escapism into the world of fashion, but I also really wanted to have a character that was very courageous. I mean, she's tiny, but she has a huge heart. She is very compassionate. She's very brave. She's very adventurous. So I wanted to kind of mix the two, and that's really what the character is all about.
She's tiny, but she is mighty. And I gotta wonder, so when
Yes.
you're used to drawing illustrations for these most famous luxury brands, now I'm seeing Clarice wearing a Chanel hat, carrying a Fendi bag. Did you really have to change up your strategy when you're designing the wardrobing for human frame versus tiny little cute mouse frame?
She's obviously because she's tiny, but no, that's part of the fun of it, I think, to have her in all these little outfits that, I mean, normally I'm drawing very tall, long fashion characters, and yet Clarice is this tiny little mouse. So but I think it's even more fun and even cuter to actually reinterpret those outfits that you might see on a runway onto a tiny little mouse.
Well, and especially because right now no one is traveling. This takes us to New York City with all of the excitement and festivities of the season that we would love to indulge in. And it's just a great way to have that experience and also reinforce some messages, right? So as a mom, I know the humans in this New York City apartment have a little brat of their own who's a bit greedy. So we don't approve of that, right?
No, we don't. Yeah, this latest story is her Christmas or a holiday adventure. And I love New York. And so I really wanted to set one of her stories there, even though she's the chicest mouse of France. But this story to me was all about, getting excited for the holiday. I really wanted it to be a story that kids were reminded that it's not about all the things that you can get and everything that you can take. It's really about what you can actually give, and giving to somebody else can make you feel really good at Christmas, and it can really help someone. So the message in the story of this book, I think, is something, especially given the year that we've all had, and I really think that it's something that will make kids and even adults that read the book feel really good about wrapping up a year that's been pretty hard.
Amen to that. It is just delightful. Yeah. So Megan Hess, thank you so much for joining us all the way from Australia. Clarice, the chicest mouse in Paris, Holiday Heist. It is the perfect gift for the young reader in your life this holiday season. So we appreciate you. I'd love to see this in a TV series, definitely. We'll take a quick break and have more.
I like your idea there.
Hey, we'll work on that. Megan, thank you.
Let's do that.
More Good Morning Arizona coming up. We'll take a quick break.